Hey guys, I'm Landon. Today I'm working on a green line Saturn View with an inline 4-cylinder, half electric, half gas. They've got the i4 also. I believe, you might want to look it up, but the V6s have the same transmission pan. But what I'm doing today is actually changing out transmission fluid. And we have about 95,000 miles on this car. I bought it used. It's in great condition. The people had all the records to it. The manual says right around 100,000 miles that the transmission fluid should be changed. I was real worried about it. If I never had any records of it ever being changed. So I'm here today changing it out on my own. I like to do stuff, personally, just to make sure it's done right. So what I have right now, I've already got the pan off. It's a 12-bolt pan, basically. You can see here, I'm going to wipe off this lens. Give me 1 second here. Alright, wipe off that lens, see if I can get a better view of it. Anyways, here's the pan. Just dropped it. I went ahead and wanted to give you an idea of what the fluid looked like coming out. So, get this light just right. So, this is the old fluid. This is the new fluid. So you can definitely tell there's a lot of wear. Also maybe a little bit of dirt particles from the breakdown, and also a little bit of wear on the transmission. I also wanted to do it myself so I could have an indication of how bad the transmission is. These people really took care of this car, so I'm really happy that I bought it for the price I did from a dealership. I got it for about $5 grand. It's in great condition. But here's the magnet, and I'm sorry about the lights, probably a little crappy. But I'm going to rub my finger across this magnet, and you can see a little bit of the wear. This is all normal wear. This is nothing. This is actually really good. This is the least amount of wear I've seen on a transmission in a long time. So what we'll do is we'll clean this up, get this magnet real clean, so it's easy to, next time when it's got a little bit of wear or metal shavings in the transmission, it can actually pick it up and keep it out of the fluid instead of circulating through it like sandpaper. I ordered the filter and the gasket on Amazon. It's an ATP, had the best rating, so I went ahead and went with that one. I'm going to get up underneath the car here, give you an idea of what I did. Okay, so here's the pan. Let me see if I can get a better view for you. Here's the pan off. You see the filter. I haven't removed it yet. These pans don't have a drain plug on them. If you want, you can order one. I just went ahead and done it the hard way. And I'm just going to put the old one back on because I'm only changing out the fluid like every 50,000 miles. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this filter, put the new one on. I'm going to make sure the one I ordered is exact fit of the old one so we don't have any issues. I'm going to clean up where this gasket goes, the new one, and I'll clean up with the same area on the pan just to make sure we get a good tight fit here and there's no leakage. I'll torque down the bolts down the specification if you want to go ahead and look it up yourself so you know exactly the torque amount. Very important. If you over torque it, it'll warp the pan and you'll get leaks, so make sure you torque it down the spec. In the manual, it's Dexron 6. Make sure you use the exact fluid. You can definitely burn up a transmission not using the right fluid. If you use ATF 3 or something, it will probably run, but it will mess up your transmission. You'll be putting a new one in, all because you didn't put in the right fluid. So make sure you use the right fluid. And then once I get this pan back in place, I'll torque it down. Like I said, put the new filter in, torque it down, and then I'll add around 6.9 quarts of Dexron 6 to it. I'll go with 7 quarts just to add a little bit more. That's what the manual calls for, 6.9, but I'll go with the 7. It won't hurt it. And then I'll show you the fill point here. This is terrible. These cars now that don't have dipsticks for the transmission, but which I think is a terrible idea, but they save a little bit of money that way. So if you look at your covers here, you take this one off. If you feel like doing the work, I'm just gonna have my wife get in here, get her little skinny hands in here and take this cap off. But You look down in there. Let me see if I can get you a good shot of this. Okay, hold on. Here, son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna put this light down here. Yeah, if you could, but so if you can see down here. Ash, hold this light, baby. I'm trying to show these people. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you people. Anyways, whoever's watching the video, I'm trying to get y'all. Oh, there we go. Oh, it kicked on. The light kicked on. That's what we needed. Let's see. Okay. Okay, you see this cap? Pull this cables back. See this cap straight down there? That's your fuel for your transmission. Requires 6.9 quarts when you drain it and you replace the filter. I'm going to go with probably 7, maybe 7.3 just to make sure there's enough. I know they say you're not supposed to overfill it, but I'd rather overfill than underfill just by a tiny bit. Definitely, you want that lubrication. Because if you underfill it, you definitely burn up the transmission. So that's your fuel line. That's what we have today. And we'll talk to y'all later.